We want to go to this African statement where I have this African confession on tape that he know we are two different manner of people. We're talking about the seed of Ham, and that they sold us into captivity, and that they was cutting our ancestors' heads off, okay, and that they was eating, okay, the heads because they were a bunch of heathens. Just like it says in Jeremiah the 10th chapter, follow not the ways of the heathens, and how he specifically distinguished that he come from a different bloodline, a different ethnic origin from the so-called Afro-American, Jamaican, Haitian, Puerto Rican, Panamanian, Cubans, Mexicans, okay, so on and so forth, and the so-called black, brown-skinned Native American Indians, okay, and all the brothers and sisters in the shanty towns of North, Central, and South America of so-called Negroid descent.
The problem is, you Israelites, you black people in this country, what do you say about them? You call them animals or something?
I call them inferior. I call you slaves. We turn you into slaves, and when we didn't need you no more, we kick you out of Israel, and out of Egypt and out of Africa. We sold you to America, and that's where we want you to stay, and we don't want you back in Africa again.
Now, you black people in this country, it's time for you to wake up and realize that this stink doo-doo eating African does not care about you. He's not your people. He hates you, and that's why he sold you out of Africa. And you admit that, right? Huh? You're admitting that today on
the white man is not a devil. We sold you to the white man.
Right.
If we had sold you to our devil, you would not be alive today.
Now let's get back to your devil. You did.
We don't want you to die yet, so we didn't kill the devil.
Chop our heads off in slavery and all that, and sacrifice it to your God.
We ate it. What do you mean sacrifice it?
Say it again.
We ate the goddamn heads when we chopped them off. We didn't sacrifice you. We used to eat your assholes over there
in Africa.
Yeah.
Before you sold us.
Forgot that we used to eat the men over. We used to eat
before you sold us to America.
And then when we got fed up of your flesh, it was no good anymore, and we found it was unclean, we decided to sold you into slavery to get rid of you. In case you multiply and subdue the earth over there.
Okay, now, but let's get back to the point, because you're trying to get away from it. Why wasn't he able to stop the hand of the Lord, the Israelite God, the God of Israel, from delivering his people from such a powerful, mighty nation? How come your God didn't do that?
Let me tell you. How come he didn't stand up for Pharaoh and save Pharaoh's armies from being drowned in the Red Sea? We said, get your assholes, you Israelites, out of our goddamn country, and take your God with you. And we don't want to see a box of you anymore.
That's a lie. You were forced to let go the children of Israel.
No matter how we were, it doesn't matter. We were glad to see you how that.
No, you was glad. You was glad because you was getting your asses kicked.
And you came back.
You was glad.
You out again.
You was glad because you was getting your asses kicked.
No, it's when you came back, we decided to sell you.
You was glad.
You know what? When they came back, when you came back to Africa,
you was glad
we sold you to slaves.
You was getting your asses kicked. That's why. Okay, now listen.
We were beating your assholes with whip and turning into slaves. How could we get our asses kicked? We were beating your assholes with whip. I'm making you burden, making you carry, making you into slaves. We were whipping your asses every day.
Right, but you know what? Oh, that's right. He said that the problem is, you Israelites, you black people in this country, what do you say about them? You call them animals or something?
I call them inferior. I call you slaves. We turn you into slaves, and when we didn't need you no more, we kick you out of Israel, and out of Egypt and out of Africa. We sold you to America, and that's where we want you to stay, and we don't want you back in Africa again.
Years a slave, man. They showed you when they deceived the guy, and then he woke up, he was drunk, then he woke up and shit, and then all of a sudden he tried to move his hands, then he went, and he saw some chains, then he bucked out. Now when I was in the theater, man, I had to check my shit, man.
Yeah.
I want, you know what I'm like, to see if they ain't locked me up, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, when I saw the movie, I felt like I was in slavery, man. That goddamn movie made me feel like I was actually in slavery, man.
Yeah,
and I was getting mad as hell, man. And my wife was sitting there and I was like,
yeah, man.
You had the other people up in there watching like it's a movie.
This is the movie.
I'm watching the shit like it's like a time tunnel and shit, man.
It actually happened.
Like a time machine.
Yeah, that really happened.
Yep.
Now we asked Polite when he was out here. When he was here, we said, Polite, you see 12? Nah, I don't watch movies like that.
He said, no, I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that. Hey, Polite is a fucking clown, man. Polite is a fucking clown.
Hey, well, he's already a slave to his woman.
And like I said, as soon as you lose all them goddamn goodies, man, you know? Hey, you were like Job. Hey, Job had all them goodies. He had more goodies than you. But when the Most High took all them goodies from him, when Satan took all them goodies, what did his wife do?
He slid out the fence.
She said, curse the Lord and died. And then he looked at her.
Yeah.
He said, who is this bitch?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And he said, you were just like one of them foolish women. But he didn't know that because when the goodies were coming in, she was like, yes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord.
Whatever you say, man.
Whatever you say. Would you like some more
Whatever
tea?
you like.
Would you like? I call. Yes, my Lord. Yes.
Yep.
What do you want to eat tonight, my lord?
And he was talking about, oh, I got a good woman. I got a good. When you lost all them goddamn goodies, man, your woman said, curse the Most High and die.
Looking at the
Yeah,
back door.
Job thought he had a good woman. Because he made that statement, you speak as one of the foolish women speaking. So before that, Job just knew he had a woman that was on point.
Virtuous woman.
Then when that happened,
Yeah, kind of like a guy that we know, Nate.
yeah,
He thinks he has.
Hey.
He thinks he has Sarah. He thinks he had. She probably thinks she's a reincarnation of Sarah, man.
yeah. So it's
That I'm talking about that black dragon.
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, so for Job to make that statement, you speak as one of the foolish women, that's letting you know Job thought highly of his woman up until that episode.
Yeah, because she was playing that role, man. She was playing that role.
Kind of.
Yes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord.
So that shows you, man, and that also shows you.
You're from West Africa? Okay. You from West Africa?
Okay. Nigeria?
Senegal.
Senegal?
Are you from Senegal?
Okay.
Yes. But you from West Africa. You from Senegal?
Senegal is in Mali. Senegal is in the west.
Okay. Well, you know what, man. Now you had a lot of Israelites that came out of the West Africa. Now, if you're those descendants, then you down with us.
Yeah.
But if not, you're gonna have to go into slavery right along with the white man.
That's right.
You're serious?
That's right.
Hey, but like I said earlier, we're not gonna kick your ass like we kicked the white man's ass.
You can kick our ass.
Huh?
You can.
When we get the power, we're gonna kick your ass.
You can kick me. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm better than you. I'm African.
But okay, good. Let me shake your hand. Let me shake your hand. No, let me shake your hand. No, let me shake your hand. No, I like this statement.
I like that.
He said,
I like that.
hold on. No, let me ask you a question now. Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
the real black person.
Good. No, let me ask one more question. You don't respect the blacks in America?
You don't respect me.
You don't respect the blacks
You
in
don't
America?
respect me.
Do you? What
Why
about?
did you say that? Why did you say that you wouldn't kick my ass? You can kick my ass. If you kick me, you kick yourself.
No, but
I'm
I'm not
a-
African.
I'm
I'm not
an entity.
African. I'm not African. I'm not African. I'm not African, man. But let me ask you a question.
Good for you.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm African.
No, but that's good. You're proud of that, man. That's why I like you, man. I like you, man. You know why I like you?
Listen.
Come on, man. Come on.
I like this guy. I like this guy. You know why? Because he knows he's an African, right? Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The blacks in this country, are they Africans?
They call themselves African Americans.
No, that was a political term. No, that was a political term.
Listen.
Prior to that, they were calling themselves Negroes in colors.
You put it that way. You put it in a political way.
Okay.
I'm not putting it in a political way. I said I'm African.
But that's a
You know why?
political-
You know why?
Yeah.
Because I was born and raised in Africa.
Okay,
You
okay.
African Americans.
But I'm not African. Does
But
my
you
land go
African
back?
American.
No.
What
That's
made you African? Because you black?
No. Was I born in Africa?
Okay, listen.
If I was born in Africa, what tribe did I come from?
I don't know because you were not born over there.
So
You was not born over there.
so shouldn't I say maybe I'm not an African?
You said you African American.
I never said I was African American, man. I said I was an Israelite. Do you know about the Israelites?
I heard of that.
Okay, good. We're the Israelites.
It's Indian. Come on, man. Let's go, man.
I'm African.
Okay, well that's good.
Come on, man.
You know what you are. I know what I am. So don't try
I already said I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. Israelites.
don't have a problem with
Hey, but one more question, man. One more question. No, one more question. One more question, man. Hey, one more question. 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 No. Listen, I want y'all to listen to this, right? What do you know about the black conscious community?
Black who?
Did you hear what he said?
Ask me about
What do you know? No.
Listen, I'm not from here.
But I'm saying you should know.
about-
But you should know about the black conscious community, right?
Yeah, up in Harlem.
What it is?
Up in Harlem. Do you know Brother Polite?
Why would I know something about Harlem?
Why don't you? Why
I'm
you
not
make a
from
net?
Harlem.
Why
I'm
can't
not
you
from
make a net?
Harlem.
Do you?
Ask me something about my country. I answer you. Don't ask me something about Harlem. You should know something about Harlem because you're from Harlem.
We're all from Harlem. We're all
Something about Harlem.
See, these Hamites put us in. You can see by the way the man's answered the question. He knows that he's not of us.
Right.
I'm not one of you.
Thank you. Let me shake your hand again, man. I like this guy. I like him. I like him. Did you hear that, Sarnetta? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Sarah Suit and Seti? Did you hear that, Sarah Suit and Seti? Can you hear me?
You don't want to be like me. I don't want to be like you.
You guys are going into slavery.
You say you're different
Do
from
I look
us.
like I'm a slave?
You're gonna be
When?
in the kingdom.
In the time when the white man goes out.
You didn't never go to the kingdom. You slave already.
You're right about that.
Do I look like a slave?
No, but you are going to look like a slave.
You're going to be like a slave.
No, we're not. We already
You're
were
already
slavery.
enslaving you.
Of course, the white man put
You
us
know
in
why?
slavery.
Because you don't know where you're from. That's why you're
Yes, we
enslaving
do.
yourself.
Yes, we
You don't know
do.
where
We're
you're from.
Israelites, man.
If you really knew where you're from, you
Yes,
wouldn't
we
be
do.
here.
Where would we be? Hold on, where would we be? Hold on. If we know, no. Where would we be? 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 If we knew where Africa, we.
The white man got you in slavery. Africa's the white man.
Hey, Polite. See, that's why you got to come down here, Polite. Them are your brothers right there. Them are your brothers right there, man.
You're bullshit. That's the bullshit. Now what I'm saying?
Hey, what can I say, son? Once again, that's beautiful.
That's the white man.
That's the important part too.
You don't know nothing about Africa. You don't know shit about
What's the
Africa.
original name of Africa?
Just stand
What's
here
the original
and
name
say
of Africa?
You're
What's the
bullshit.
you're bullshit. What's the original name of Africa?
Leave Africans alone.
Do you know? Huh?
We're too good
What's
to
the original name?
Africa is Africa.
Yeah, see, you don't know. These things happen. They don't even know. You don't know.
Leave Africa.
You don't know. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that.
You're the sons of us. That's who you are. You are a Hamite,
know.
and you're beneath us.
I-
We're Israelites. Who have
Okay,
created
who
them.
are you to tell me that
I'm an Israelite.
I'm below you?
I'm an
You know
Israelite.
about the
I'm a
Israelites?
Hebrew
We're the
Israelite.
Israelites. We're the
The
Israelites.
son of Abraham.
Okay, you can be
Okay,
African.
cool.
You can be African.
You can be
Well, I'm
African.
gonna tell you what you really are.
What I am?
You really are. You know.
There you go.
You know the story about him.
You
Do you know the story about
you
him?
can take yourself out of me. You know why? Because I'm above you.
I like it. I like the way you said it. That's why I like you.
Why would I put you
I like you.
Hey, my brother.
I like you.
I'm not
You know why? Because he knows he's a Hamite. But you got black
your
people in
people.
America that think that they're Hamites, man.
They're not. They're not.
And they're not.
They're not the
Guys like Sarah Suit and Seti, guys like Polite, all right, Sarnetta, almost, I don't know if he's still an Israelite. I know he was an Israelite 2 weeks ago. I don't know if he's still an Israelite, but we had some real Hamites, man.
We got it on
We
camera.
had some real seed of Kemet.
Hey, see that? Hey, that's the confessions part too.
And like I said before, you can come, see there's certain Israelite groups out there that are certain elements come against them.
Yeah.
They don't want, they might want to fight, they might, they don't want the guy around. You can come the way you want to come, man.
That's right.
I don't want you to leave. Cause we're at the helm of the ship, man.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. We're at the helm of the ship, and we're gonna steer the ship the way we want it to be stern through the power of Yahweh B'Shem
That's
Shah.
right.
We're gonna play, see, that's all edification.
Yeah, we get
That's all edification, man.
get information.
That's right. You get information. How they really feel. He said, I'm better than you. You come from me. I'm better than you. That's how the Hamites think about you black African Americans, man. Okay? And let me say this to you, Polite and Sarnetta, and all your debates that you have, and you all said that you're Kemet, you go back to Kemet. I don't see no guys like that at your debates, man.
Yeah, true.
I don't see guys like that debating against y'all, man.
Elder John, he didn't even know. When you said Harlem, he said Harlem. Woo? What?
I said Black Consciousness Movement. He said what? What?
What?
That's a Harlem thing, man. Ain't nothing but a Harlem, another Harlem hustle. That's all that is, man.
Them guys
Ain't nothing but a
come.
goddamn hustle, man.
Yeah, them guys didn't come to the debate. The real African. How many real Africans was there? And we got it on camera. It's on film. The Africans say we're not the same. We're not the same as the Black African Americans. We're not the same. You know what? You guys are gone.
Hey. You got that Kemetic bullshit and that Egyptian bullshit is all dead, man.
That's right.
You lost your main girl, man. What's her name? Queen Latifah. She got a show come on in the morning on Channel 2. She thinks she's a white woman, man. She got blonde hair. You know, she's made up like the white woman. She's wearing the white woman clothes. She ain't talking about, but she kept the name Queen Latifah. Because her thing was supposed to be about black consciousness. She ain't in the black consciousness no more, man. Your greatest celebrity have left you, man. What else do you have? What else do you have? You came up against the Hebrew Israelites, then you got stomped. Okay? You got rocked. You got rocked.
From deep inside Africa, a sound is emanating that is causing reverberations around the world. It's the sound of Judaism. A sound of a people casting off 2 centuries of colonialism, returning to what they say are their native roots.
I know from birth I'm a Jew. Only I know that my forefather missed the way.
I grew up alongside every other Igbo youth. We kept on hearing that Igbo people came from Israel.
There was a story my mom told me at the age of 6 years. I never forget. He said, the Igbos are Jews.
And it's the story of one man, Shemuel, who went searching for what that meant and found answers on the internet, prompting a journey that led him to a community of thousands of Jews. A place where resources are few, but commitment transcends. Through prayer, practice, ritual, diet, and song. But this is also the sound of doubt from Jews in America.
They would ask me, are you from America or where? I said, no, I'm a Nigerian. They say, you black? I said, yes. They said, no, it's not true.
And rejection from family and friends.
I am like an outcast among them.
And in this volatile Christian-Muslim nation, doubt often turns to violence. This is the story of the Igbo, 25 million strong, a people once under siege by their very own government.
Biafra declared its independence.
And a people once captured and shipped across the Atlantic by the hundreds of thousands. A people who helped build America, and a people whose descendants are now discovering their Igbo roots, raising questions of cultural identity for countless African Americans.
Many African Americans actually do not know that they have Igbo heritage. The chances of their being Igbo is much, much higher than their chances of coming from Ghana or from Western Nigeria.
If you're from the right county in Virginia, you probably have a 60% chance of having Igbo ancestry.
It's a story of the strength of belief, ancestry, and community. Boosted by a visitor who inspires everyone and helps take Shemuel's dreams to a whole new reality. The Jews of Nigeria are re-emerging.